Morning. So mowing season is getting phased out this week. All the lawns are done growing. We're getting a lot of leaves coming down from some recent high winds that we've had come through. And I figured I'd tell you and show you my leaf setup for leaf removals, because it's just a little different than a lot of other companies that have a big dedicated trailer to leaves and the leaf debris loaders and all. My setup is different. I use a cyclone rake, and then I use a cyclone rake engine, and I load everything into the back of the truck. So let me show you what I use, since it's just a little different. It may be something that you might want to try out, or it's just another option that's out there. So during leaf season, I run a Cub Cadet Z-Force 48 with the mulching blades. It sucks it all up into the cyclone rake. The gator blades will chop it up, and then it gets sucked up into the impeller, which will chop the leaves up a little bit more and throw it into the big collection bag. It has its own 10-horse engine on there. And then for the areas that I can't really reach with the cyclone rake, I have this attachment, or this adapter, that takes it from a 10-inch opening down to a 6-inch. And I will take that and hook it up to these long hoses. Each one of these is 17 feet long, and they'll couple together to make a real long hose that you can hook to the engine and suck up the leaves that maybe you can't reach with the cyclone rake itself. And then I found on Facebook Marketplace there was another older cyclone rake that was pretty run down, but the engine was still good. So I bought that, and I loaded that other engine onto the trailer. And I'll show you now how I get all of the leaves from the collection bag into the truck, or I can do curbside pickups with it for a little bit cheaper for the customer, or for just for those big customers who want a front yard only, or maybe I can save a little bit of time. Instead of using the machine on the front yard, I can just blow it all to the curb and then pick it up that way. So let's go look at the trailer, and I'll show you the setup on the trailer and the truck. So the second cyclone rake that I bought that was used off of Facebook, I mounted the engine right to the trailer. I just put this little bracket of wood around it just to hold it in place. And then I also have a strap going around it just to keep it from bouncing around. And then with the chute that's on it, I think I got, this is 8-inch, 7-inch single wall flue pipe for water heaters, or whatever the flue pipe in your house is. And I just got some elbows on it, so it goes right up and into the hole on the back of the wall. Now this whole back wall is on hinges, so that I can open it up and swing this whole door around to empty the truck. So once that's closed up, it's a 6.5 foot bed. These walls are 4 foot above the bed rails to allow me to haul as much as I can. I've got the mesh tarp held on just by a screw to hook on there, some eyelet bolts for my bungee cords, and then for the back I actually folded it over and screwed it all the way across so that I can empty everything out, take the tarp off, and it holds quite a bit. I would say it's at the weight capacity when I get this thing full. So it's a pretty simple setup that I have. I don't have the dedicated trailer with a debris loader and all of that. I just kind of use what I've got, and it's been working well for me. These cyclone rakes, they're well-built machines. I've been using this for 3 or 4 years on commercial leaf cleanup, so that's going out and using this thing 8 to 10 hours a day, every day, doing all of these leaf cleanups. And I don't really have any complaints about the cyclone rakes. They're good machines. Just make sure you maintain them, just like any other machine. Do the oil changes, swap out, clean your air filter, swap out your fuel filter, do your basic maintenance on them, and they'll last you a good long time. So I just go through, I always do it in like a 2-part process. I go around and I do what I call the bulk pass, where I'm just picking up the bulk of everything that's there. It picks everything up where it lies, so it's not big fluffed up piles of blown leaves. I can go through and it makes it nice and clean, and then I'll blow out all of the, once I get the bulk pass done, I'll go out and I'll blow out the areas around the trees, blow it away from the house, away from the fences, out of the mulch beds, and then I go back and I do my detail pass where I pick up all of the leaves that I possibly can just to leave it nice and clean and looking good. And then with the setup on the trailer, with having the that engine on there, I can take that and it allows me to do curbside pickups as well. I just hook up that 10 inch to 6 inch adapter, and I can run those extension hoses right to it. So I can pull up next to the curb, blow all of the leaves down to the curb if they just want a front yard only pickup, or if for a curbside pickup, I can just pull up, hook everything up, suck it up real quick, and be on my way. So it's pretty versatile with what you can do. You don't have to spend hours blasting everything from the backyard's back fence all the way to the front curb. You can, as long as you can get this thing through the gate, it'll make quick work of it. Or with those with the extension hoses, I can blast everything to the gate if I can't fit the machine through it, and then use those extension hoses to just suck it up right at the gate and go throw it in the truck. So that's my leaf setup. That's what I've been using. It's been working really well. If you've heard about a cyclone rake and you weren't quite sure about how it worked or was it worth it, I definitely think they are. I've definitely got my money back on buying this equipment. It's been great to me. So that's my leaf setup for the year. I'm gonna get back to work. Y'all be good.